Good evening, everyone. Today we have gathered here to learn a little bit about generative AI and prompt engineering. Hope I'm audible clearly.
Yes.
Yeah. So since this is a short session, I would like to be quickly give the glimpse of what do we mean by generative artificial intelligence. How is it different from traditional AI that we were talking so far before generative AI, and how is prompt engineering related with generative AI? So only AI, when we spoke about machine learning and AI, the traditional AI, it meant automating the decision making process. So when a software engineering, it means automating the repetitive tasks. On that, AI, introduction of AI on software engineering came as a gift of making decision making. With it, we could see recommendation engines. We could see some predictions, recommendations, or anticipating customers' requirements, cost cutting. All these we could do with the basic traditional AI. But now the creativity and innovative part of the human brain is also occupied, or it is taken over by AI, meaning writing creative content, creative images, and then anything that innovatively a human mind was able to do, that is also being taken over by AI. It's taken over is not a word. It will, if we learn these tools, it will add more to our creativity, and we can optimize our creativity. So in short, generative AI is to automate and optimize creative and innovative tasks. Traditional AI, it only automated the decision making process. So what are the typical applications of generative AI? So content generation, the very famous examples, Chat GPT, and we have Google's Bard, then we have Chat Sonic. All of these are examples of content generation. It could be writing letters, website content, or all kinds of content that is being generated. It is the first important application which is widely adapted by all of us. Most of them are already into this automated content generation. So that is the first application. And the second one is image generation, meaning image simulation. So we write a context and an image is generated. So that is another thing. Then music generation or audio signal generation, all of these are possible. So there are three applications of generative AI which are booming. People are using extensively. Then history of generative AI. The concept of AI was coined in the year 1966 by the father of AI, who is Alan Turing. However, nobody had approved it or taken into consideration or taken very seriously. Somewhere in 2000, it started gaining a lot of importance, and 2010 onwards, no looking back. It's going on in a lightning speed. And in between, there was just one algorithm called generative AI network. So there was just one algorithm which was used in prediction, or it helped traditional AI. But now today, when we see in the year 2020 and hence in the 2023 October, sorry, 22 October, I guess, the emergence of Chat GPT has changed the landscape of AI entirely. So generative AI has become a specialization, has become an emerging technology, and a very new, it has given a very new face for whole concept of AI. So from an algorithm, just being an algorithm, now it has become an application, generative AI. So this is very important, something called Gartner Hype Cycle, Gartner, I'll show you, which most of us have to refer when we are looking where these technologies are currently. Meaning, if I want to pursue my specialization in AI, or if I want to make my industry adapt to latest technologies, how so being too late is also bad, and being too early in the market is also too bad, is also bad. So how do we get to know if you're too early in the market to adapt and too late? That is something where people refer to hype cycles. Gartner Hype Cycle, it is a US based organization which collects information about all the technologies across the world, and they puts it in a summary. We can check this Gartner website and see this. So this is for year 2023, emerging technologies. 2023, the report Gartner Hype Cycle, it shows generative AI is at the peak. If you see in Gartner Hype Cycle, it's always like this. There is emergence of it, it reaches a peak, and then there is trough of disillusionment, and then scope, somebody understands it can come, and here there is a productivity. So any technology that comes, so there is instant trigger for innovation, people start appreciating, it stands at the top, and then when it cannot, it will go, it will take a dip where things, a lot of challenges have to be dealt, and those technologies which can bounce from this dip and start taking this flattened plateau, it becomes, meaning it will come into the industrial production process, or it becomes widespread technology, everybody will be able to adapt it. That's called plateau of productivity. So if you see, generative AI is standing still on the edge or the top currently. So it's very difficult for industry to adapt, assign projects, or anybody who is trying to take up their PhD or any doctoral programs in generative AI, I insist they have to wait a little bit, because it has to hit the dip. It has to understand where, I don't say generative AI will be gone. I would like to only say it will evolve so much that whatever methods were used now, if you take a PhD in generative AI now, and by the time you finish, it will have been somewhere here, or here in what state, we don't know. All the methods that were tried here may be obsolete by the time it reaches this phase. So currently, generative AI courses, degree courses, are only offered in European universities and USA, not in India, because Indians are smart. They want to wait. They want to see where it goes, how it evolves, and then launch it. So generative AI is in the peak now. Here, if you see below, plateau will be reached, those white circles. If the circle is plain white, then this productivity plateau will be reached in less than 2 years. If it is light blue, then it says it will take 2 to 5 years to reach this production or plateau of productivity. And then when it is dark blue, it says it needs 5 to 10 years. When there is yellow triangle, it will take more than 10 years. You can see more than 10 years, neuro-symbolic AI and cyber security mesh architectures. These emerging technologies will take at least 10 years to reach this. So don't get into any of these things currently. And then some things, some technologies where it is cross marked in red, they die here. They reach till here and they die. They do not bounce back and reach the productivity state. So it's not just for AI. Any technologies related to your domain, please check Gartner website. We will get clear idea of where it is. If we are here is the right time. If it goes beyond this, you are too late. If you are trying to adapt when it is here, then you are risking it a lot. So we should know where it is going. Gartner Hype Cycle is the best place. I'll show you, I'll take you to the website. So, yeah. So this is gartner.com. We get information about all the technologies. I'm showing you Gartner website information for Artificial Intelligence 2022. Last year, if you see, computer vision has already, it's so close to reaching this productivity, plateau of productivity. So if you are taking up PhD or anything in computer vision, it's a safe place because it's reaching the production level already. It is stabilizing. It was somewhere here in previous years. It has crossed this dip and now it has reached here. So it's a wise decision to make if we are choosing AI domain specialization in computer vision, that is checking face detections, head count collection, all these traffic, department, all of them have started implementing this computer vision, that is image based image analysis in healthcare and traffic department, defense, everywhere. So that is the phase that we are going through. So Gartner site is good for any technology that you want to check. Where is it going? So currently generative AI is here. Let us be a part of it, observe where it goes, keep learning small things every day. Let us not jump into any degrees or specializations because it is yet to get matured. So the biggest challenge with generative AI is nobody has resolved the issues of copyright yet. Say, suppose I want to generate an essay through generative AI, Chat GPT, and these are the examples of generative AI. So through Chat GPT or Bard, if I take part in an essay competition, I give good prompts, meaning I will ask the Chat GPT to generate a good essay. I'll provide some inputs. It will generate a good 5,000 words, whatever, 500 words essay it will generate. And if you win on that, and if there is copyright attached to it, who will get the copyright? Will the Chat GPT, OpenAI getting the copyright, or the person who has written or given the prompt, meaning who has helped AI generate this? So it's all in confusion. Nobody has resolved this. Who is the creator of this? If some code is generated, who owns the copyright of that code? Programming codes are also seen in generative AI. ChatGPT generates code, Bard generates all the language programs code which can be used in production. So who is the owner? Who is the copyright? So all these criteria are not yet resolved. So we don't know what restrictions it will pose, how we may end up in legal issues. So it becomes case to case issue. So it's all not resolved. So let us talk about the difference between traditional AI and generative AI. The purpose was to analyze data, make predictions, and solve problems. Generative AI, it will generate a new content. For example, Netflix, if we take an example of Netflix, it recommends the movies that we like, that we tend to like. That recommendation feature is traditional AI, the output of traditional AI. Suppose tomorrow, going ahead, generative AI becomes mature, you should be able to say in the Netflix that I want an inspiring story of professor's journey. So it may be able to generate some animated movie which can inspire you. That becomes generative AI, meaning it not just recommends or suggests which movies, existing movies will suit you. It will generate a new movie that you can watch. That becomes generative AI. Create entirely a new content which wasn't there before you asked for it. So that is a clear-cut differentiation between traditional AI and generative AI. So learning type, traditional AI, meaning the computers learn through supervised learning, meaning we professors or teachers teach students through some guidance, they learn, that is supervised learning. In generative AI, you don't teach anything. You just, it's as good as throwing some 100 textbooks to your students and asking them to come during the exam time and write an exam. So that is unsupervised learning. So we put all the data that is required for it to learn patterns. And I ask, generate a movie, 1 hour movie to inspire teaching journey or something. Whatever it has learned, it will take it and make an animated movie. You shouldn't be surprised if movies are made on spot. So anything is possible with AI. So strength, it only recognizes pattern, traditional AI. Now here in generative, everything is creation. The moment you ask, it is created. It is not existing and it doesn't show you what is existing already. It will create. And then applications of AI include some of them: fraud, credit card fraud, and medical diagnosis, recommendation. As I said, Netflix is an example, very good example, which you can use to talk about traditional AI and generative AI. Traditional AI, it generates, sorry, traditional AI, it recommends which we may like from the existing data, we will pull out and watch. But generative AI, the moment you put your requirement, it will generate a new thing which may delight you. So now what is prompt engineering? Prompt is nothing but it's a tool to leverage the capability of generative AI, meaning the questions we ask to Chat GPT is nothing but prompt. Because we don't always ask a question. Sometimes we have conversation, we have statements, we have opinions. So all that becomes prompt engineering. So the same question, if I ask in a way, it will generate a certain standard content answer. If someone with good prompt engineering skills send the same requirement to chat gpt, it will generate a superior content. So the chat gpt has got ability to generate extremely good content, but I don't know to write a good prompt. That's why the prompts are always not great. I mean, the results are not always great. So what they insist is we should be able to write good prompts, meaning write a good message there. I will also show a demo. So what is a prompt? It is a piece of text or code that provides instruction or guidance to generative AI. You have to say, consider this information and tell me how. So I'll show the demo. So for a good prompt, there is in fact in USA and Europe, they have a specialization in engineering called prompt engineering. So they are only trying to uh, write good prompts so that the answers are of superior quality. So that itself is becoming a branch now. So a good prompt should have clarity, specificity, context, background, style, tone. So all these elements, when you consider and try to ask a question or create a statement, ask prompt to do, then you get a very apt and beautiful answer. Chat GPT. So all the questions that we ask is nothing but a prompt. Yeah, I'll just give the demo of prompt engineering now. So chat GPT is one tool. I have exhausted all my free no account and free limit. So I am using Bard now. Bard, Google AI. Bard is from Google. It takes your Gmail account. So here, whatever we write, that becomes a prompt. Say now, I'm a professor. I just think that I want some alternative career options. So I can write, this is a prompt. I am a professor in an engineering college. I am in need of some alternative part-time profession.
Hi Chetna, this is Swati here.
Yeah, please tell me.
Sorry to interrupt.
Mhm.
I could see only your presentation. I don't see that you're like where you are on Bard. It happened last time.
Oh, is it? Is it the same
Yeah.
for all of you?
Yes, madam.
Oh,
Yes, Chetna.
I said a lot of things, in fact. Okay. I think my whole screen was not shared. Just a minute.
Sorry, I was about to tell, but I thought not to interrupt it only for
No,
me.
no, you should have told. No problem. I will
Yeah. Yeah.
repeat. So, do you want me to repeat Gartner hype cycle? But my PPT was
No,
visible,
it's
right?
fine. Yeah. PPT was visible. It's fine now. You can share the link if it is possible. We can go through that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure. Is it visible now?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is Bard. You can see Google, it's a chat GPT alternative. Bard. All that I write here is a prompt. So I am a professor in an engineering college. I'm in need of some alternative part-time profession to make some extra income. So if you just write this, suggest me a few options for the same. So this is a prompt. So it really gives us as good as talking to a counselor. You can be consultant, you can be freelancer, instructor, tutor, mentor, subject matter expert. So many things align with this. And I'll ask, don't you think taking up this will affect, these will cause issues in my current job? So this is a tricky question. conflict of interest, time management, and all that. How do you think I can deal with this? So all these I'm writing are prompts. So sometimes we may also say act like principal of college, and this is the situation. What decision would you like to take if you are a principal of college? Then it will give us. So a lot of open-mindedness you can get when you seek suggestions. It's not just always asking question. You can always say, consider this and so create a proposal for this. We are proposing some program uh, to some college, and we want to invite so and so. So these are the information related to our college, and the person who is handling it, he's the convener. Create a proposal. So a nice proposal is created readily. And here you can see Bard. If you click here, you have alternate options: draft 1, draft 2. Yeah. So I was recently trying to explore doctorate program. So I wanted comparative analysis of all the universities, their fees, and all that. So it gave me complete free fee structure and everything in a table. So this is called prompt engineering, writing the prompts here, act like, being very specific, consider this information. And we can also write prompts such as, you give specific information that say, don't forget to greet or pay tribute to this person before sending the proposal or before writing a proposal. Then it will show some tribute, gratitude, and then start writing proposal. So you can, that is called prompt engineering. You can design your question so that this is the thing, this is how I want my proposal to be. Very pleasing, very impactful, engaging. Don't keep it superficial. You can instruct it, and it will very neatly uh, generate all the content like we require. So I had done a very good conversation to go for my DBA program here. Had a discussion like some counselor was sitting who is not biased and giving information. So this is how we can leverage prompt. Prompt engineering is a tool to leverage generative AI. If you can see, I was checking the fee structure for DBA course. I am Ahmedabad. So I asked, does IIT Bombay and IIM Ahmedabad offer DBA programs? Yes, both offer. Then it also gave so many options. So it gave the pros and cons. Then I asked, yes, it was helpful. What is the fee structure and specializations offered by both of these institutions? What are the requirements for full-time approach? Then it gave the fee structure very neatly. We can export it to Google Sheets and for our verification. So we can see now what are the costs involved. It definitely searches through Google Internet and generates this content. So you can see I am Ahmedabad, it is charging 25 lakhs plus 5 lakhs. So based on this, we can take decision. So that was a little bit about prompt engineering and generative AI. Now I would just like to show about Gartner Hype Cycle. So this is the website, gartner.com. Any new technologies that emerge, you can go and check in here. So this is for AI for 2022. This is what I had shown you, computer vision. So it has already matured. It is nearing the production plateau of productivity. So any PhDs or any specialization course in computer vision would be a safest option because it has proven its validity in the dip and it has crossed it. So any technologies, it could be VLSI, embedded system, or any other IoT, whatever you think you want to know before you jump into PhD research or whatever, we can check into Gartner website. It gives us information about everything. So many experts, they depend on this. They wait for it to be released so that they can push their schemes ahead, all the universities. So that was just a short presentation on generative AI. I would like to clearly show the difference that generative AI, why generative AI? Because it helps automate and optimize creative and innovative tasks. So many people are fearing the content writer's job will be gone, the creative image graphic designers jobs will be gone. So no, the jobs are not gone. Any person who learns these tools becomes a better person than the person who hasn't learned these tools, because with these tools his innovative skills and creative skills are optimized. So definitely the tool alone cannot do anything. A person using tool is preferred. Yeah. So that's it from my side. I'm open to take any discussions or suggestions that you may have. Please feel free to discuss.
No, thank you, madam. We understood what is this Gartner, this hype cycle, and your prompt engineering. I was not knowing what is prompt engineering.
Yeah.
Basically. Good. In very simple terms, you explain. I feel you are a born teacher. Very
Thank you so much,
meticulously you
sir.
teach. Good, good. Keep me
Thank you so
updated
much.
for any like this. Would like to improve our knowledge.
Yes, sir. Yeah. We keep having these bullet webinar series often, but last 2 months, many festivities, everybody were occupied, so we couldn't have very frequently. We'll continue to have them.
You can number those talks and keep a record actually.
Yes, sir. We have put all of these on YouTube channel, 3T Hub channel.
Good, good.
Yeah,
I'll go through that. I'll go through.
sure.
Thank you, madam. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. So any others, if you have any questions or suggestions, opinions, please feel free to share.
Thanks, Chetna. It was very nice presentation.
Thank you.
And I have actually I'm working in DevOps side.
Mm-hmm.
So DevOps, my current project is in data engineering project. Like we are using tools like ADF, Azure Data Factory,
Mm-hmm.
and we are using a cloud Azure
Okay.
from Microsoft and Databricks as well as a data analytical tool. So,
Mm-hmm.
is there any? I have heard that Databricks is a good data analytical tool which can
Mm-hmm.
relate to AI as well as machine learning. So,
Okay.
is there any industrial programs or any project going from your side so that I can elaborate more and
Yeah, so we have stopped taking any projects because we are focusing
Mhm.
mostly on trainings. So sometimes it happens so that I become a part of some other project to enhance my trainings.
Okay.
Where there is a project of done by freelancers, I become part of it just to learn and upskill towards industry standards. But we as Datamsh, we are only into trainings. We don't commit industry projects to clients.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, training is required, but still, when we get hands on, it will be more good
Yeah,
to have as per industry.
right. We are
Yeah.
currently into training on AI, all these AI tools, ChatGPT embedded with Excel, Microsoft Word, how we can embed all these generative AI tools on Microsoft Office and try to optimize the work of the employees. Earlier, the work that it takes at least 10 hours, they would be able to finish in 2 hours using these
Mhm.
tools. So such trainings we are involved in currently because it's trending.
Yeah. Okay, thanks.
Yeah, thank you so much. So, yes. Can I hear something from any one of you? If you have any queries, suggestions, please feel free to ask. I think that's it. Thank you all once again for having joined. Let's keep meeting. any piece of knowledge from anyone is worth it. And I also would like to invite you all to give the presentation. Connect with me personally in whatever skills you think you are good at. Please connect with me so that we can take your knowledge to all other educators as well.
Yep, sure. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, let's catch up soon. Thank you.